What is up, everyone? This is 2ZZ-GE. Today I am going to try something new. Setting up all this at this table and explaining to you guys what it's going to be used for on the $900 Celica GTS project. For starters, all this that I bought right here, it was about $170 shipped to my house. So it's not too bad, but it is a lot of things that will help the 2ZZ's longevity and I guess however long it's gonna last you. Just don't redline it and just blow it up, I guess. But hopefully the birds in the background are not butchering the audio quality of the video. And let's start on the video. So first things first, I'm gonna grab the major important one of this video series, and this is the gasket timing chain cover. Here, probably this one better. Let me know if you guys can see the part numbers. If not, I'll go ahead and put them in the link in the I'll go ahead and put them in the description. All part numbers. That way you guys are familiar with what and what not to get. But let's go ahead and open it up. I have my timing chain cover right here in front of me, and I already went ahead and I cleaned up all like the ridges and whatnot. But you really do want to clean up everything really good. You don't want to leave anything behind, so go ahead and start. This is where I like to start. I like to put the circular part in first and then just work my way through there, and it's really easy stuff. I already made a video about the 4 important gaskets you need for the timing chain cover job, like the 4 ones that you need to replace because you can't really go back in there and replace it while the timing chain cover is back installed. So just go ahead and keep inserting this. It's really simple. I've done this plenty of times, not rocket science, and I really hope not one of my family members comes outside right now when I'm doing this video. But there you go, there you have it. I already installed the gasket. It's all snug and secured. It's ready to be installed, ready to be thrown back into the car. Let's see what else. Here's this is the water pump gasket. It's the one that goes inside your timing chain cover, so I highly recommend you purchase this one. So first you buy the timing chain cover gasket, and then you buy the water pump one. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it right now. Simple stuff. Alright. I believe that's it for gaskets. Actually, I lied. You could do this with the Toyota RTV, but you would want to put a little bit of RTV right here when you're installing your gasket or your timing chain cover back on. And if I'm not mistaken, is this the... Okay, so this is the crank seal. That's the part number for the crank seal. That's the one that goes right here. Jeez, there's way too many dogs in my neighborhood. Like, I can never get a good place to record, but basically what you want to do is this side with the openings goes underneath. So I'm just gonna start lightly putting it back on, and you can use assortment of tools to put this back on, but what I've had most success with is just the rubber mallet. I'll go grab that right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly tap it, but make sure it's all positioned properly. Make sure it's centered, and once you feel like it's centered, then start tapping. And once you feel it's flush with the outside, you're good. That's it. That's all you need to do. And there you have it. It's all installed. And this is, okay, so get this part number. This is the one for the water pump on the outside. I'm not going to open it up right now to install it because this gasket does slip out. So I'm just going to set this aside. And there's one more thing you want for the timing chain cover. Where is it at? Yeah, here we go. Oh god, that dog, man. That dog. This is your timing chain tensioner assembly. Here it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it. I'm just gonna put it back in some baggie right now. But as you can see, it comes with a new O-ring for the tensioner. And we're just gonna go ahead and, I guess you need, from what I'm told, is you need to put a little bit of oil. You need to put a little bit of oil as you're bringing it down to lubricate it. But when you do that, you have to hold this notch right here and push it down. And then you lock it with this. And that's when you install it into the engine. So that's an important one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back into its bag right here. Gonna install that later. So those are the gaskets for the timing chain cover. We're gonna set that aside. Hopefully nothing falls down. And let's see. This one's an important one. Updated lift bolts. These are updated lift bolts. These are the ones you need. I actually just took out the broken lift bolt from the $900 GTS. So you can see right here, that's a broken lift bolt. I don't know if my camera's gonna be able to pick it up, but that's a broken lift bolt. And if we take a quick comparison to the lift bolts, this is the new style. This came off my 2004 Celica GTS, and this came off the 2001 Celica GTS. You can see there's a difference in them. This one has a more pointier end than this one. That's why these break all the time. This one allows for a little bit more, I guess, play, if that makes sense. I don't know. I didn't do much research on it, but just get the updated lift bolts. It's better. So set those aside. Let's see. You need 4 of these for your valve cover. These are for your spark plug that goes right here. You really need to get OEM. I've installed Felpro, which is AutoZone and O'Reilly's. All have failed. Within 3 months, they started leaking. Maybe 6 months. They all leak. It's a true story. If I haven't uploaded the video for that video, I will upload it in the future, but I definitely did make a video on Felpro gaskets, so stay tuned for that video. And this is the valve cover gasket. They call it the cylinder head. Yeah, so if I do go a little fast, go ahead and pause the videos so you can get the part numbers. But let's go ahead and install this. As you can see, this valve cover is squeaky clean. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen how dirty and nasty this valve cover was. But let's go ahead and install it. Super simple stuff. And when installing these, you want to make sure the part that goes in lower, I guess it's hard to explain, but basically the side that has both raised upwards is the side that goes like this. And once you have all 4 of them, that's how it should look like, or I guess you could call it 5 because of the outer gasket. But yeah, that's the ones for the valve cover gasket. You could change this one right here, the one that goes to your cam feed oil ones, but you don't have to. It should be fine. You can also change this guy, your PCV, or whatever they call this. But I feel like just those are the major important ones that you should be more focused on. Thermostat. I have actually had thermostats fail on me, so I decided to actually buy one, and Here's the part number for the thermostat gasket. Apparently it's sold separately. Yeah, it looks like they wrote it down on this little baggie, but if you guys can't read it, it says 16325-62010. And for the thermostat, there's the part number for it. If I'm not mistaken, there is a TRD one, but if you're not running, if you're just NA, you really don't need it. You don't need it, so don't bother spending your money on it. And yeah, as I was saying, I've seen these fail. I've had one fail on my Corolla, the blue one that I sold, a 2003 Corolla. It was overheating just like slightly, and so I figured out the thermostat went bad, so I had to replace that, and that's all it is. And this part number right here is for your oil dipstick. It is a rubber O-ring, and I've had this the dipstick drip oil out of it. It's happening on my Corolla XRS, but I figured since I'm already there, I might as well just change it. It is 96721-19010. Gonna go ahead and say that. And this is the oil filter we're gonna use for the 2ZZ. So that is it. That's all the gaskets I have for the 2ZZ Celica $900 project. And I'll go ahead and pick that later right now, but that's all it is to it. That was about 170 shipped to my house. I got them from ToyotaPartsDeal.com. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description for the website. They give you really good prices on OEM stuff, and I just like them. They ship actually really fast if you're in California, because they ship from Southern California, and so I usually get the stuff within like 2 days, or the second day I buy the stuff. And that's about it for this video. I'm gonna wrap up this video, and we're gonna start recording again the installation of the tiny chain cover gasket, but that's for a whole separate video. But thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit that comment, hit that bell notification button, comment, share this video. Ooh, my gosh, it's way too early in the morning. Sorry people, sorry. But yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the last hopefully 2019 videos. If not, it's gonna be the first 2020 video. But thank you guys.